Let's break this down. When I say focus only on yourself, I'm talking about investing in your personal growth, your skills, your mindset, and your overall well-being. It's about becoming so good at what you do, so confident in who you are, that success becomes inevitable. It's about building yourself up to such a level that you naturally lift others around you. As we step into 2025, the world is going to be more competitive, more fast-paced, and more demanding than ever before. The only way to not just survive but thrive in this environment is to become extraordinarily good at what you do. And that, my friends, requires focus, laser-like focus on yourself and your personal development. Now, let me ask you this. If you had $1 million, would you invest it in a company that's constantly distracted, always chasing the next shiny object, and never really improving its core product? Of course not. You'd want a company that's focused, that's consistently working on improving itself, that's committed to excellence. Well, guess what? You are that company. You are your own most valuable asset. So why wouldn't you invest in yourself with the same level of focus and commitment? Here's the thing about focusing on yourself. It's not just about acquiring new skills or knowledge, although that's certainly part of it. It's about developing every aspect of who you are. It's about your physical health, your mental clarity, your emotional intelligence, your spiritual well-being. It's about becoming a well-rounded, highly capable individual who can handle whatever life throws at you. Let's talk about physical health for a moment. In 2025, your body is still going to be the vehicle through which you experience life. If your vehicle is broken down, it doesn't matter how great your destination is, you're not going to get there. So part of focusing on yourself means taking care of your physical health. It means eating right, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep. It means treating your body like the precious instrument it is. But it's not just about the body. Your mind is your most powerful tool. In 2025, the ability to think clearly, to adapt, to solve problems creatively, to adapt to new situations quickly, these are going to be more valuable than ever. So focusing on yourself means feeding your mind. It means reading books, attending seminars, seeking out new experiences that challenge your thinking. It means never stopping learning, never becoming complacent with what you know. Now let's address emotional intelligence. In a world that's becoming increasingly automated, your ability to understand and manage emotions, both your own and others, is going to set you apart. Focusing on yourself means developing this emotional intelligence. It means learning to regulate your own emotions, to empathize with others, to communicate effectively. These soft skills are going to be hard currency in 2025. And let's not forget about spiritual well-being. I'm not necessarily talking about religion here, although that can certainly be part of it for some people. I'm talking about connecting with something larger than yourself, about finding meaning and purpose in what you do. Focusing on yourself means nurturing the spiritual side, whatever that means for you. It might be through meditation, through nature, through art, or through service to others. The key is to find what resonates with you and make it a priority. Now, some of you might be thinking, Jim, this all sounds great, but I don't have time to focus on myself. I'm too busy with work, family, and other responsibilities. And to that, I say you can't afford not to focus on yourself. Your time and energy are limited resources. If you don't invest them wisely in yourself, you're shortchanging not just yourself, but everyone who depends on you. Think about it this way. If you're constantly running on empty, always stressed, never taking the time to improve yourself, how effective are you really being in your work, in your relationships, in any area of your life? By focusing on yourself, by continually improving and growing, you become more efficient, more effective, more impactful in everything you do. Let me share a little secret with you. Success leaves clues. Look at any successful person, and you'll find that at some point in their journey, they made the decision to focus on themselves, to invest in their own growth and development. They refused to settle for mediocrity. They committed to becoming the best version of themselves. Take Warren Buffett, for example, one of the wealthiest men in the world, and do you know what he considers his best investments? It's not a stock or a company, it's himself. He once said the most important investment you can make is in yourself. And he lives by that philosophy, spending hours every day reading, learning, improving his knowledge and skills. Or consider Oprah Winfrey. She didn't become one of the most influential women in the world by chance. She focused relentlessly on her personal growth, on developing her skills, on becoming the best version of herself. And as a result, she's been able to impact millions of lives. These stories aren't unique. They're repeated over and over again in the lives of successful people. Because successful people understand a fundamental truth. Your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development. If you want to achieve more, you must become more. And becoming more requires focus on yourself. Now, let's talk about what this focus on yourself might look like in practice as we head into 2025. First and foremost, it means setting clear goals for your personal development. What skills do you want to acquire? What areas of your life do you want to improve? What kind of person do you want to become? Get specific. Write these goals down. Make them measurable. Give yourself deadlines. Once you have your goals, it's time to create a plan. How are you going to achieve these goals? What steps do you need to take? What resources do you need? Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. You need to map out your path to success. Next, you need to create habits that support your goals. Your habits are the building blocks of your life. If you want to change your life, you need to change your habits. Want to get in better shape? Create a habit of exercising every day. Want to improve your mind? Creative reading for an hour, eat for a nap? Want to advance in your career? Create a habit of learning a new skill each month. But here's the key. These habits need to be non-negotiable. They need to be as much a part of your daily routine as brushing your teeth or going to work. Because it's not what we do occasionally that shapes our lives, it's what we do consistently. Now, as you focus on yourself in 2025, you're going to face challenges. There will be days when you don't feel like sticking to your habits. There will be times when progress seems slow. There will be people who don't understand why you're investing so much in yourself. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's what makes you stick to your plan even when you don't feel like it. And here's the thing about discipline, it's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. But discipline alone isn't enough. You also need patience. Personal growth is not always a linear process. There will be ups and downs, setbacks and breakthroughs. The key is to stay the course, to keep focusing on yourself even when it feels like you're not making progress. Remember, it's often darkest just before dawn. Your breakthrough might be just around the corner. As you focus on yourself in 2025, it's crucial to remember that personal development isn't just about adding new things to your life. It's also about eliminating things that no longer serve you. This might mean letting go of bad habits, toxic relationships, or limiting beliefs. It might mean saying no to good opportunities so you can say yes to great ones. Remember, what got you here won't get you there. To reach new levels of success, you need to be willing to let go of what's holding you back. Now, let's talk about the importance of self-reflection as you focus on yourself. It's not enough to just do things. You need to take time to think about what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how it's impacting you. Set aside time each day, each week, each month to reflect on your progress. What's working? What's not? What have you learned? What do you need to change? This self-reflection serves two important purposes. First, it helps you stay on track with your goals. It allows you to course correct when necessary, to adjust your strategies based on what's working and what's not. Second, it helps you internalize the lessons you're learning. It turns your experiences into wisdom, your efforts into growth. As you focus on yourself in 2025, it's important to remember that personal development isn't just about achieving external goals. It's also about inner growth. It's about becoming more self-aware, more emotionally intelligent, more at peace with yourself. This inner work is just as important as the outer work, if not more so. Because true success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. Now, let's address something that often holds people back from focusing on themselves: guilt. Some people feel guilty about investing time and energy in themselves. They feel like they should be focusing on others, on their work, on their responsibilities. But here's the truth. Focusing on yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's like what they say on airplanes, you need to put on your own oxygen mask before you can help others. When you focus on yourself, when you invest in your own growth and development, you become better equipped to help others. You have more to give, you become a better employee, a better leader, a better friend, a better partner. Your growth doesn't just benefit you, it benefits everyone around you. As we look ahead to 2025, it's clear that the world is going to continue changing at an unprecedented pace. The skills that are valuable today might be obsolete tomorrow. The jobs that exist now might not exist in a few years. In this rapidly changing environment, the ability to learn, to adapt, to reinvent yourself is going to be more valuable than ever. And that's exactly what focusing on yourself allows you to do. When you focus on yourself, you're not just learning specific skills or acquiring particular knowledge. You're learning how to learn. You're developing the ability to adapt to new situations, to pick up new skills quickly, to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You're future-proofing yourself. Now, let's talk about the role of mindset in all of this. As you focus on yourself in 2025, one of the most important areas to work on is your mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world. It shapes your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. And ultimately, it shapes your reality. Developing a growth mindset is crucial. This is the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's the understanding that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but an opportunity to learn and grow. It's the conviction that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities to become better. With a growth mindset, every experience becomes a chance to learn, every setback a stepping stone to success. It allows you to embrace challenges, to persist in the face of setbacks, to see effort as the path to mastery. This mindset is going to be invaluable as you navigate the challenges and opportunities of 2025 and beyond. Now, as you focus on yourself, it's important to remember that personal development isn't a solo journey. Yes, the focus is on you, but that doesn't mean you have to do it alone. In fact, one of the best things you can do for your personal growth is to surround yourself with people who support and inspire you. Seek out mentors who have achieved what you want to achieve. Join masterminds or groups of like-minded individuals who are also committed to personal growth. Attend seminars and workshops where you can learn from experts and connect with others on a similar journey. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. As we continue our discussion on focusing on yourself in 2025, let's talk about the importance of stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you push yourself, when you try new things, when you're willing to be uncomfortable for the sake of progress. In 2025, make it a point to regularly do things that scare you a little. Take on projects that stretch your abilities. Speak up in situations where you'd normally stay quiet. Try new experiences that challenge your assumptions. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you expand it. You become more confident, more capable, more resilient. Now let's address a common pitfall that people often encounter when they start focusing on themselves, the comparison trap. In the age of social media, it's easy to fall into the habit of comparing yourself to others. But remember this, the only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Your journey is unique. Your challenges, your opportunities, your growth, they're all specific to you. When you focus on yourself, you're not trying to be better than anyone else. You're trying to be better than you were before. That's the only comparison that matters. As you focus on yourself in 2025, it's crucial to celebrate your progress. Too often we're so focused on where we want to go that we forget to appreciate how far we've come. Take time regularly to acknowledge your growth, to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they might seem. This isn't about patting yourself on the back. It's about reinforcing positive behavior, about motivating yourself to keep going. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Every step forward is a step in the right direction. By celebrating your progress, you create positive momentum. You train your brain to look for growth opportunities, to focus on improvement rather than perfection. Now let's talk about the power of consistency as you focus on yourself. It's not the intensity of your efforts that matter most, It's the consistency. Doing something small every day is far more effective than doing something big once in a while. It's the compound effect in action. Think about it like this. If you improve yourself just 1% each day, by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better. That's the power of consistent, focused effort. It might not seem like much day to day, but over time the results are exponential. As we look ahead to 2025, it's important to remember that focusing on yourself isn't a one-time event. It's not something you do for a year and then stop. It's a lifelong journey. The world will continue to change, new challenges will arise, new opportunities will emerge. By committing to ongoing personal growth, you ensure that you're always ready for what's next. But here's the beautiful thing, as you continue to focus on yourself, as you continue to grow and develop, you'll find that it becomes easier. Personal development becomes a habit, a natural part of your life. You'll start to crave growth, to seek out opportunities, to learn and improve. Now, let's address something that often comes up when people start focusing on themselves, the fear of being selfish. Some worry that by prioritizing their own growth and development, they're somehow neglecting others or being self-centered. But here's the truth, focusing on yourself isn't about putting yourself above others. It's about putting yourself in a position to better serve others. Think about it like this, if you're not at your best, how can you give your best to others? If you're stressed, overwhelmed, and unfulfilled, how effective can you really be in your relationships, your work, your community? By focusing on yourself, by continually improving and growing, you become better equipped to make a positive impact on the world around you. As we continue our journey into 2025, it's crucial to remember the importance of balance. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean neglecting other aspects of your life. It means finding a way to integrate personal growth into every area of your life. It means seeing every experience, every interaction, every challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. This balance extends to how you approach personal development itself. It's not just about working on your career skills or your physical fitness. It's about developing every aspect of who you are, your mind, your body, your emotions, your spirit. It's about becoming a well-rounded, fully realized individual. Now, let's talk about the role of purpose in all of this. As you focus on yourself in 2025, it's important to connect your personal growth to a larger purpose. Why are you doing this? What's driving you? What impact do you want to have on the world? Having a clear sense of purpose gives direction to your efforts. It provides motivation when things get tough. It helps you prioritize, to focus on what truly matters. Your purpose doesn't have to be grandiose. It can be as simple as being the best parent you can be, or making a positive difference in your community. The key is that it resonates with you, that it gives meaning to your efforts. As we near the end of our discussion, I want to emphasize the importance of taking action. All the knowledge in the world, all the plans and good intentions mean nothing without action. As you focus on yourself in 2025, make sure you're not just learning, but applying what you learn. Make sure you're not just setting goals, but actively working towards them. Remember, knowledge isn't power, it's potential power. It's the application of knowledge that truly empowers you. Now, as we wrap up, let's talk about legacy. When you focus on yourself, when you commit to personal growth and development, you're not just changing your own life. You're creating a ripple effect that can impact generations to come. Think about it. As you become better, you influence those around you to become better. Your children, your colleagues, your friends, they all benefit from your growth. You're setting a new standard, raising the bar not just for yourself, but for everyone in your sphere of influence. In 2025 and beyond, the world is going to need leaders, not just in business or politics, but in every area of life. By focusing on yourself, by constantly improving and growing, you're preparing yourself to be that leader. You're developing the skills, the mindset, the character needed to make a real difference in the world. Remember, leadership isn't about a title or a position. It's about influence. And the best way to increase your influence is to increase your personal growth. As we conclude, I want to leave you with a challenge. Starting today, make a commitment to focus on yourself like never before. Invest in your growth. Prioritize your development. Make it non-negotiable, as important as eating or sleeping. Because in a very real sense, your personal growth is the food and rest for your future self. It's what will sustain you, what will allow you to thrive in the face of whatever challenges 2025 and beyond might bring. Remember, the world doesn't pay you for what you know, it pays you for what you do. So take what you've learned here today and put it into action. Start small if you need to, but start. Read that book, take that course, have difficult conversation, push yourself out of your comfort zone. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And as you embark on this journey of focusing on yourself, remember that it's not about reaching a destination. It's about who you become in the process. It's about the skills you develop, the mindset you cultivate, the character you build. These are the true measures of success. In the end, focusing on yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's not just about personal success. It's about equipping yourself to make a greater contribution to the world. It's about becoming the best version of yourself so that you can give your best to others. So go forth into 2025 with a renewed commitment to your personal growth. Focus on yourself not out of selfishness, but out of a desire to become all that you're capable of being. Because when you do that, when you truly commit to your own growth and development, you not only change your own life, you change the world. Thank you for your time and attention. Now go out there and make 2025 the year you prioritize yourself like never before. The year you invest in your growth, expand your potential, and step into your greatness. The world is waiting for the best version of you. It's time to deliver.